Hi guys, Caroline Hooper, Certified Laser Specialist. Today's video is going to be about treating the bristly, coarse, dark stubble hair on a facial area, which is very common. I suffer with it myself, so I completely understand anybody out there who suffers with facial hair. And we're going to be featuring a special guest who's going to be in to have her treatments done with us today. Most women in a lot of cases are concerned about shaving the area prior to having laser hair removal done because they feel that it's very masculine to do it. So I'm going to be going through all that in today's video, so watch carefully if you want to see how it's done. So I'm here today with our special guest, Jules Coll.
Hi.
Jules, I've known Jules for a while now. Jules actually does her own vlog series and you're doing an amazing job, I have to say.
Thanks so
Don't
much.
know where you're getting the energy from every single day, just non-stop. How are you doing?
Fantastic, and I'm really excited to be here. First of all, the clinic is just gorgeous. It's lovely and there's a great vibe and cool energy and everything here. So I'm really excited to start some treatments. I'll tell you what I did this morning. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, okay, if I could wave a magic wand and I could fix something about myself, what would it be? And as you know, as part of my vlog series, part of it has been about discovering myself and falling in love with myself. And I said to myself, okay, listen, I'm so blessed and lucky that I've got 2 arms and 2 legs. I love my body and I love my face. But if there is something that I could tweak about myself to improve how I look, I thought to myself, and I used to think that I was the only person that had this problem until I started talking to my girlfriends and went, they were all like, I'm the same. I have these couple of like random little hairs that are here on my chin, and there's a couple of them there, and they're not just like normal hairs, they're really coarse. Let's call them bristles, because that's what they are. Like these little bristles that stick out, and when I feel them with my finger, I go, I carry a tweezers in my handbag, in the car, everywhere, and I'm sorry, I have to go to the bathroom, please, and I'm like, pluck it out. They drive me bonkers.
Well, let me tell you, you're not out there on your own, that's for sure. Every day we're in here treating women for facial hairs, including myself.
Okay,
So
brilliant. So you know what it feels like.
It bugs you
Yeah.
to life. Like that, I'd actually use my fingernails and I'd go pick it in, but what happens then is my skin breaks and it looks like I've got a breakout. So I understand exactly how women feel every day coming in here and having this concern treated. It's hugely common.
Do you think it's like a sort of like a hormonal thing or something? Because sometimes
It
I
is,
think,
yeah.
are the hairs growing at a particular time, like of hormones and stuff? And then I think, because I feel like I'm plucking them nearly every single day, but then obviously they're growing in a cycle. So how often do hairs grow?
Well, see what you're saying every day, it just goes to show you it's not just one hair because the hair cycle isn't that fast. So the worst thing you can do is start pulling these hair out when you start to see them because you're only going to create an army of them then.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done all the things you're not supposed to do. Okay.
So really the hair cycle on a face should be every 4 weeks. You shouldn't see that hair. So if you're seeing them every couple of days and
Yeah,
you're
that's
plucking them
literally
away,
what I feel, yeah.
that's because you've started that plucking and you've created the army, which is continuously cycling. Although you feel it's the same hair, it's not the same hair.
So it's like the troops come up the front and I go and I wipe them all out and then the next ones come.
You're stimulating more hairs to come from that spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caroline, tell me, what can I do to get rid of
Well,
them?
the only thing you can really do is laser hair removal to remove the hair permanently and to stop that stimulation happening at the root where it's going to generate new hair. So we're going to stop that feed to make it dormant so that it's not going to grow again.
Oh my God, the thought that I could actually go like that and it would just be like silky smooth and that there would never ever be any of those random hairs growing, because like my mum even says to me all the time, she says, are you doing it again? I'm like, am I doing it? I didn't even realise it was
Like
doing
that,
it.
my partner drives us mad when he sees me and then I'm like, no, I have to do it.
Yeah, because they drive me crazy because it's not just a really soft hair that's growing, it's a bristly, really like it feels like I have shaved it and it has grown back.
And that's because you're disrupting the hair and you're making it stronger when it's coming back. So each time you do that, the stronger and the thicker and the faster it's going to grow.
Okay, so I know that I have a lot to learn about laser hair removal and how it works, but one thing I do know is that any area before it gets lasered has to be shaved.
Yeah.
Now, the thought, because I would wax my Ronnie, let's call it a Ronnie, what we all refer to it as, I would wax that. I just would have some Father Ted downy fluff that sort of grows across there. The thought that I would have to bring a razor to my chin, is that what I'd have to do? I'd have to shave there?
Yeah.
Even though it's like 1 little square centimetre?
Yes, the good news is we can remove the hair, but the bad news is you have to stop plucking and tweezing any hairs that you want treated. So Jules, what I do need you to do is shave or trim the area. Now, don't worry, because it's not going to get any worse, it's only going to get better, so the area will just improve with laser. We can trim the area, but when we're trimming, we're not getting the hair down as close as what we want it to be for a laser. So shaving is the best for the outcome of the treatment. And what to do is, if you've only got a handful of hairs sporadic amongst the area, what we usually advise here is to just use the edge of the razor and just lightly chip away at the edges. You wouldn't go with the full razor and do the whole area.
Okay.
You tap away where the hairs are. You're going to feel where they are, and you go in with the corner of the razor and just tap away, because you've also got them white downy hairs on the area that you don't want to be shaving, because you can make them thicker and eventually you might need to be treating them. So we only want to shave away the hairs that are thick and have pigment in them.
Okay. So does this mean now that if we shave this and then we go in and we laser everything,
Yeah.
how often am I going to have to get this done? Like, was it done in one treatment or?
Now, in your case, I can see that it's not like overly, it's not like anything got to do with PCOS, like it's not a hormonal imbalance. Yes, hormones are giving you the hair, but it's not an imbalance where you're dealing with a lot of excess hair, which most women would have. So in your case, your hair cycle is at a 4-week cycle. If it were a faster cycle, we'd have you come in at 2 weeks, but the general cycle for the face is 4 weeks.
So does that mean now that you're going to tell me after this that I'm no plucking, no nothing?
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. No, and that doesn't mean that you're not going to see hairs. You will see hairs coming up in that time, because we're not going to remove them all in one treatment. So you're just going to need to persevere. I say bin the razor, or bin the tweezers, because if it's not to hand, then you're not going to be able to do it.
Okay. Well, it's going to be
go
worth the
somewhere else
effort.
and get your eyebrows waxed. I mean,
Yeah.
if you normally keep on top at home,
Yeah.
just bin the tweezers is the best way to keep it away.
Well, the thoughts of the long-term results that I can get from this are going to give me so much satisfaction that I'm willing to go through that temporary pain and that temporary discomfort for a lifetime of a really smooth chain across there, no more hairs.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't so
excited,
much say
Mary.
a lifetime, but we can deal with what's there now at the minute.
Okay.
Hormones can produce new hairs later on, but you're never going to be dealing with the same amount of hair once you're maintaining the area with your laser. Initially, we'll do your course of treatments where we'll have you come consecutively until we remove all the hair that's the issue now. And after that, then we'll maintain probably every quarter. We'll have you come in.
Brilliant.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so guys, if I bring you a little bit closer here, you can see what area we're going to be treating. You can see how dark the hair is. You can see where it's still coming from, although Jules has plucked these hairs recently. There's still a couple of hairs there that need to be taken away. And just going back to shaving the hair, it's something that a lot of people are totally uncomfortable with doing. But I just want to reassure you that it's fine once you're having laser done. It feels very masculine, and that's the reason why a lot of people don't mind really shaving from your shoulders downwards. But when it comes to the face, you feel like your husband shaving your face, and that's something that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
I know you were saying the same, Jules, that it just feels totally wrong, that you don't want to go there. But once having treatments done, it's perfectly fine. It's only going to improve. How are you feeling?
Grand.
Between 1 and 5, what would your pain scale be?
1.
1. What are you feeling as the energy is being applied?
It's a really unusual sensation. It's like just like a vibration,
Okay.
and then the odd little blast that isn't even as sore is like a pinprick. Like,
Does it feel like a little needle prick? You could say?
yeah, it's amazing. And not uncomfortable or painful in any way. It's just really unusual.
So I can hear them zapping away there.
Yeah. So how does the laser work?
So what we're doing is we're targeting the bottom of your hair shaft, which is where the hair grows from.
So that's like the bulb
Is that
part
bulb?
at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You know a
yeah.
little bit about this.
Yeah, just a little bit. I've seen your diagrams on the wall.
Very good.
Yeah.
So basically the hair shaft, the bulb, is surrounded by stem cells which feed and stimulate your hair shaft to grow another hair. So when we apply the energy into your hair shaft, it's heating up the base and it's transferring onto the stem cells and it's destroying them.
Okay.
So that hair shaft is now disabled from growing in new hair. So once we get the hair in the active stage of growth, that's how we can make that damage happen.
Wow, okay.
You're aware that your hair grows in 3 cycles?
Yeah.
So the hair in your second stage of growth is what's being damaged on a treatment. So that's the hair that you're going to see growing back slower and thinner until we've gotten you on another treatment to have that in the first stage of growth.
Okay.
And you know, the hair in stage 3 is nothing's going to happen to that hair at all. It's going to just grow as thick and as fast as it had done before until we've again caught that either in a first or a second stage of growth.
So realistically, for me to have absolutely no hair growing back there, how many treatments are we talking about? We're talking about to catch it at all different cycles of growth and everything.
Yeah.
If I promise that I'll stay away from the tweezers.
Yeah.
Um,
If you promise not to wax or plugs. It's nobody can tell you that number. All we can do is to work towards that is one, identify the right levels for treating you on each time you're in. Can you smell the hair burning now?
yeah.
So that's an indication to say that we're attacking the hair at the right heat.
Amazing.
So we are damaging it from the root. When you smell that burning, we call it the sweet smell of success. So that hair is permanently being removed. After that, then we need to keep it to the right intervals, and that's another way that we can best work towards treating you in lesser treatments than going over where we need to be.
Okay.
So every 4 weeks until we've gotten above 90% reduction on the area. After that, your hair cycle will probably be extended slightly because the hair we're left with is most likely hair that we've treated at a stage 2 growth throughout the first few treatments. So it will be damaged enough that the hair cycle has started to slow down because it's hindered. And at that point, we just carry on until we've gotten you to a point where you've probably only got 1 or 2 hairs that aren't so noticeable on the area. We'd gap it out then for probably a 3 or 4 month point to keep on top then and just maintain.
Brilliant, okay.
So as you've seen there, Jules just had her treatment done, nice and fast and very easy, very comfortable for her to have the treatments done. As I said before, this is a very common concern, and we're now going to help Jules to manage the hair on the area. We're going to see her back again in 4 weeks' time, so I'll have some before and after pictures to show you of the area. As I said, it's quite a very common problem. She's definitely not alone on this concern, but we're definitely going to help her overcome it. We'll see her again now in 4 weeks' time, and she'll have her second treatment. We're going to need to do a course of treatments to get the maintenance on the area. So if you like this video, make sure to please subscribe. If you are keen on learning new things or would like to see how I do treatments here in the clinic, I do lots of educational videos every week. So make sure to like and subscribe. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.